example, consider it like when the NSA opens up an information file or intelligence agency opens up an information file on you. It is the equivalent of, let's say, the FBI opening up a file of investigation on you, the citizen, Joe Smith, or whatever your name might be, wherever you might be at. It is not something that is a passive situation. In other words, it's not a passive activity by the NSA. It is an active activity. It is an active investigation. So there's an active investigation. We know that. The question is, how far does this reach? Who ordered it? Because if it did go to a FISA court, once again, if it went to a FISA court, someone had to order it, and evidence had to be produced to convince a judge to open up a file and to allow a wiretap. Because that's exactly what it was. It is a wiretap. It is someone actively listening to my conversations for the express purpose of finding out what I was saying, who I was saying it to, and it was after the content of the call, and identifying both sides of that call. That's what's going on here. And to me, that is treason. Well, no, that's a violation of my Fourth Amendment, or my amendment, my Bill of Rights. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. That's a violation of a lot of things. Because the question now becomes, I mean, if that's the case, then exactly what did I say? If it's some rogue element within the government, as Joe intimated, could that be the case? And if that is the case, what kind of dysfunctional government do we have? And I know that the intelligence agencies monitor this broadcast. So ask yourself, what kind of government are you working for? Here's the situation. The callback message that I received when I was talking on the phone, the information I was able to grab before it went away, and believe me, it went away, indicates that there's an active investigation. It indicates that there's an information file that has been created. It indicates a course of conduct in an attempt to find out who my sources are, what my strategies are, what our strategies are, what journalists I'm speaking to. If that doesn't send a chill down your spine, ladies and gentlemen, if the fact that there are two journalists talking on the telephone in the United States about what is taking place in an effort to deliver the honest-to-God true news behind the news to you, that you're not getting on the mainstream media, if that is a treasonous threat, if that is a threat to you or to this government, what kind of government do we have? Right now, I was told, flat out, right now, because of the existence of an information file, I was told that, yeah, I could get picked up. I was told that I could get picked up and shut up. Exactly what country and what year is this, ladies and gentlemen? And are we going to sit back and take it? I, for one, am not going to shut up. I'm not going to take it. And I'm sick and tired of having a bunch of tyrannical despots turning this nation into a third world country. Folks, let me tell you, we are being turned into a third world banana republic by this administration and the previous administration. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't believe the legitimacy, one iota, of this administration. Not even a little bit. The biggest question is, what set it off? Was it Benghazi? Was it the talk about Obama's birth certificate or lack thereof? Was it the talk about Obama being a Manchurian candidate? Was it the talk about Holder? Was it the talk about Hillary Clinton? I want to know.
Or was it the talk about Jesus? I mean, really?
Or perhaps was it about Christianity? We know there's a war against Christians in this country right now. And you know what? You know why this is happening? Let me explain to you why, ladies and gentlemen, this has happened. This has happened while a whole lot of good men and good women simply look the other way when they try, and when they tried to do something to stop the lawlessness, they got no backup. They got no backup from those of supposed moral character and integrity. No one came to their aid. Are we going to sit here and take it? Are you going to sit there and are you going to let your rights be trampled on? Are you going to let your wife get raped, groped, touched improperly at the TSA by some goon, some former Walmart? And my apologies to any Walmart worker, but is that from the goons at the TSA? Are you going to let that happen to your wife, to your daughter, just so you could fly to your vacation somewhere? Are you going to let your rights be trampled every single day? Are you going to let your right to bear arms be taken away from you so they can take your First Amendment rights from you? I'm going to tell you something. I am not going to die. I am not going to my grave knowing that I could have done something and did nothing. And neither is Joe. All right, I'm off my rant.